Look at this insane lag. I don't know. Now it's back down to 89. Alright. Alright guys, 4 challenges. WJ Loof, thanks again for your donation. Rated 3-0, doesn't qualify. Jim qualifies. I like how the 1800 who drew me is challenging me to rated now. I don't think so. That's about 20 rating points a draw. Another one. Bottom of my stream it says very clearly 5 + 3 casual challenges. Casual challenges. No, I don't want to donate 20 rating points to your account. Thank you. Alright, Jim, JK Linney. Reading comprehension, very easy. 5 + 3 casual. Schieberspieler. Alright. Man, Princess Chess, you were hijacking me with the 300. When you have really bad lag like that, it seems to affect almost the clock somehow. It felt like I had less time than I did. That happens in my simuls sometimes. Really good game by Princess Chess. Finally panicking with it. It was a draw. Jim, man, I hate you for this. I hate you for this. Why do you play this? Glorifying the Smith-Morra. Alright. Glorifying the Smith-Morra. It's better than London. I agree. I shouldn't complain. Definitely better than the London. Alright, so let's try this. I don't remember what happened the last time I did this against Jim. But I was looking at it yesterday with somebody else. Like, the theory says you're supposed to play e5. And someone on sound did something crazy like h4 against me. But castles is definitely inaccurate. So interestingly, Zoltan Gribli actually played knight f6 here against Tompo Janusz in 1976. It's like, it totally works. Knight f6, e5, knight g4, bishop takes f7, king f7, knight g5, king g8, queen g4. According to the engine, black is slightly better. But it's a little easier to handle if you play d6. Maybe we had this once before. I think I might have had this against someone on sound too. Maybe Ribley knows what he's doing, but I have to memorize that a little bit more deeply before I play it. The engine was just totally agreeing with Ribley that works. Why can't I play knight h6 here? Maybe it's not optimal. I can play knight e5 as well. We had a game similar to this. Knight e5, bishop e5 check, bishop d7. I don't know. What's the deal with this? Why is this not okay? Oh, bishop e3, h6. What? Queen c4. That makes some sense. So you pile onto... it looks like Jim must have analyzed this. This adds the additional queen c4, c7, knight b5 type of stuff, trying to get to c7. It's possible that knight e5 is a mistake. The engine also thinks that black is better after knight f6. I mean, black is better after d6. So this is coffee house for white. But I haven't memorized it. Of course you know this already. We might have even played it once before. I don't really want to play knight h6, because then the knight on g5 gets to stay there. I can play e6. It's probably the lesser of the evils here. But I do weaken my d6 pawn. I don't seriously play this as my first choice against the Mora. But it's boring playing the same thing every time. So I try to experiment with different stuff. But next time I'm playing Ribley's move, we're just going to straight up play knight f6. The engine said it was like plus 7/10 of a pawn for black or something. At least half a pawn. But I have to know e5, knight g4, bishop f7, king f7, knight g5 check, king g8, queen g4. And then after that, exactly what to do. Black has to be careful because his king is out. Well, I mean, e6 seems better than playing knight h6. My knight gets stuck there forever. If I play knight h6, I'll never be able to get your knight off of g5. So if I'm given a choice between playing e6 and knight h6, I'd rather have the backward pawn, or not backward pawn. I mean, I guess it's what you call it, backward pawn. I guess that's what it is. A backward pawn on d6. Forgot what a backward pawn was. No, white has good play here. I'm not claiming this is like the refutation of the Smith-Morra. Now he's trying to develop. But in the words, the inimitable words of John Fedorovich, the great thing about the Morra is that you're up a pawn, so you can just give it back. John said it in a simpler way, but he has a lot of deep quotes. I borrowed the phrase "think a lot" from the Fed. That was one of his biggest pieces of advice to me as a professional chess player. Think a lot. Think about all you got. Very inspiring words. So, h6 rook takes d6 looks kind of dangerous, frankly. Frankly, my dear. That's the kind of thing Jim would do. Queen c7, rook c1 is just asking for trouble. h6, rook e6, hg5, bishop e5, bishop e5, rook takes d7 check. That seems like a problem. We may have to play knight takes e6. Wow, this is weird, man. Never seen before in the Smith-Morra. Knight c8. Defending the d6 pawn. Knight e6. Pawn e6. Queen e6 check. That's interesting. Can keep going on that line. Damn it. No, he's got something here. Dude, you don't tell people I'm lost, Schieberspieler. He's like, aren't you lost? Spoiler alert. Rook c1. Probably he has bishop takes e5. Bishop takes e5, bishop takes e5, knight takes e6. But I'm not sure. I mean, maybe there's some... I thought the sack on e6 works after bishop e5, knight e6. So I can get out of here now. I mean, as long as I can get out of here, I'm fine. Yeah, I mean, that's why he has to consider bishop e5 last move. He has the knight e6 combination. But Jim gets kind of crazy when he's ahead on time. I mean, maybe this is good too, but it's like my king is safe at least. Man, this is awkward. Is my queen trapped? I don't know, but I'm about to lose on time. Do you think this player likes his piece play? I didn't like a6, knight c7, rook b8, knight a6, rook a8, etc. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to play there. Now my queen is almost trapped. So Jim, you do a lot of e4 instead of b3? He used to always play b3 against me. He only moves pieces. He doesn't know how to move pawns, apparently. You know how the pawns move, right? He's like a human computer. You're allowed to move your pawns. Just want to remind you of that. He thinks he's like Paul Morphy or something. Freedom. Material equality. King is quite safe here. But I think that Schieberspieler was probably right. You know, you gotta kill me while my king is still in the center. Wait, what? Oh, I see. So you're not losing a piece. It's like the worst move of all time. But I'm probably still okay. I don't really like the time situation here. Oh, I see. Oh my god. Now I'm lost. What the F? Totally lost. Queen h3, h6, takes, queen takes h6, and I'm dead. Queen g3? What? Queen g3 was a surprising move. Rook d7. What? You had to be winning, even at the end, near the end. Oh my god, he has queen takes h6. How sick is that? Queen takes h6. Bishop takes, knight takes, king h8, and rook h7 mate. Oh, that's so sick. Oh my god. I totally missed it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the game was back and forth. I was winning, and then you managed to stay in it. It's amazing. This was a really good move. Calmly, just recapture. Yeah, I mean, I should be safe here. Grabbing the pawn on b2 was kind of greedy. Normally I try not to be greedy, but it was a really greedy move, man. And now I should definitely play rook d8. This was just reckless. This is crazy to take the pawn on a2. That's crazy. Surprisingly, I'm not lost according to the engine. Yeah, obviously queen h3. You have that queen sack again, but neither of us saw it. The queen sack is awesome. I didn't see it, of course. I might see it with white. But man, this has been played 3 times and white lost all 3 games. That's why the Mora Gambit is a great thing. It's a seriously good score here for white. 0 for 3. And black is slightly better. So 95 is right. And Jim has this worked out, this novelty. Novelty with queen b3. The computer wants to take it. How can I take it? I'm not getting baked with like knight b5? Wow. Seriously, I thought if I take this, I can't defend against this threat of knight b5. That's weird. So it must be something crazy like rook b8. Or even knight d5. I mean, whatever. How do I defend against this? So I just ignore it. That's a good idea. Good idea. Just ignore it. You're not actually winning anything after knight b5 or knight d5, knight c7. Even b5 is possible. Anyway, good to know for next time. But seriously, Ribley's move e5, knight g4, bishop f7 check, king f7, knight g5 check, king g8, queen g4. This happened later in Afromeyev. Of course he plays the Mora Gambit. The guy who plays queen e7 in the Petrov. So d6. This is the best I can get. It's plus 0.8 for black. No, now it's dropping. 0.4. White's almost equal. White equalized. No, it's actually equal. Wow. Knight takes e5. Queen e4. And Tompa played the best moves too. Both these guys are still alive. I've played them both. So here Stockfish comes up with a theoretical novelty. d5. Giving the pawn back. Of course he didn't want to do that. d5 novelty. White equalizes. So the Mora does equalize. If you want to play for a draw, it's probably a good opening. Just memorize like 25 moves and you can probably get a draw. But ultimately the Ribley move isn't better than d6. It's unclear. Alright, I've got challenges, guys. I'm going to take these challenges. Just like doing my third string defense against the Smith-Mora equalizes. Good to know. Alright, JK Linney, welcome. Guys, I'm streaming till 1 o'clock. A little bit of a shorter stream today. I've got important business I have to take care of. Normally I do 2.5 hour streams. We're just going to do 2 hours today. Knight f3 c5. That's funny, Jim. Did you ever consider sacking your queen on h6? I was overly afraid of knight b5, knight d5 to c7. I mean, I've never studied this too deep. I just looked at it, you know, momentarily with the engine. I don't know if I would play that line in an over-the-board game. Maybe against a weaker player. It's a little dangerous for black. But I think accepting the Mora is the right way. I mean, if you play something like letting white play the c3 Sicilian, you know, you're letting white get away with murder. I mean, the Mora sucks. There's no way you should let Mora players transpose to the c3 Sicilian or decline the gambit. White can equalize at best. The only time I ever lost against the Mora, I had a totally winning position. And I lost over pressing in an endgame. So, yeah, I mean, I've thought about this position lots with black over the years. The King's Indian attack is very, very popular. It's kind of like the London system of e4 structures. I don't like e5 because of people who play the closed Sicilian type of stuff, but I'm going to play it here. If I don't suspect my opponent is going to play a knight c3 type setup, I'll play e5. If I'm worried they're going to play a closed Sicilian type of thing, I'll play e6. Somebody recently, I had a game where it was like, wow, he just played knight c3. Trying to make me eat my words. Well, anyway, it's a normal closed Sicilian line. Botvinnik English. I don't prefer to play this, particularly for black, but it's considered one of the main lines of the closed Sicilian. Well, if you're not getting mated, the other line is good too, Jim. Obviously, that was my main concern. I prefer to play these closed Sicilians with my pawn on e6, which is more flexible, of course. This is like playing a Botvinnik English with white. If white breaks with f4, oftentimes you have to like take it and give up your e5 strong point, which I don't know, I always feel it's kind of weird. I don't like giving up my strong point on e5. Schieberspieler believes in space. I have a friend you'd like. He's the best space player I know. You guys would get along great. Bishop d2. So, well, bishop d2 is kind of a neutral move. You can follow up with queen c1 or rook b1. But the main deal with this position is both sides, I think the pawn break is the most important feature of the position. Black or white respectively trying to open the game. h4 is a bit of a strange move. I think that might be more appropriate against like an e6 type formation. In this case, I can play bishop g4. Normally I wouldn't like that move very much. This is also reasonable. To meet h5 with g5. I guess he could sack a piece, but it doesn't seem sound. But it is something to consider. Yeah, this is feeling a little suspicious. Bishop e6 or f5 first. I mean, generally speaking, in these type of symmetrical strong point structures, I would think like whoever gets in the break first benefits, and his knight is in front of the pawn. That's not really ideal. That's why a lot of people will say they prefer not to play closed Sicilian with the knight on f3. You even see lines where white's knight goes to h3 instead of f3. Knight e2 is a very standard type of structure. I was noticing this person who shall remain nameless, a so-called coach on lichess. In his profile, he put that Chess was 99% tactics. I thought this is really inane, you know. This game is 99% tactics. There's like no tactics in such a position. Completely strategic. Alright, e takes f5. I normally like to take with the pawn. It's more dynamic, but it's also higher risk. How could chess be 99% tactics when positions like this exist? There are literally almost no tactics. It's totally positional play. What tactic is there in this position? Tactical players have no clue in strategic positions. Computers. Old computers. It's like computers from the 80s. Saying chess is 99% tactics is like saying that, I don't know, the Excalibur 2200 would have been a great player. Or, you know, some standalone chess computer from the 80s that could calculate. Well, I enjoy positional chess more, and I think I'm a balanced player. Asterbait made an interesting quote. This is what made me think about it. When we started the stream, Asterbait had this Reshevsky quote where he said that a lot of people consider tactics and positional play to be like opposites. That, of course, is a misnomer. Tactics and positional play are not opposites. That is a misconception that a lot of people make. Interesting try here by J.K. Linney, but it shouldn't be sound. He's trying to make me down the H file. It really shouldn't quite work. But that doesn't mean that it's easy to refute. But why not Queen E8? Yeah, I don't see a problem. You had an Excalibur? I had this chess computer that was like a standalone chess computer. I mean, tactically it was pretty good. It would make all kinds of positional mistakes, leaving in lost positions strategically. Closed Sicilian. Not recommended for tactical players. This is not a King's Indian attack, it's closed Sicilian. With the knight on c3. Princess Chess also plays the closed Sicilian, and I think she's a good tactician. So I made this point with her. You know, I don't really think that this opening is well suited toward tactically oriented players. Not ideally. So JK here getting some tricks going on. G4 is wild, but it shouldn't work. Like bishop e4. I can block your threats. It's too much. White's attempt here was too over the top. Sacking a piece and then another pawn in front of his king. Inspired, but too much. Save Dog is here. Nice try now. Knight e4. I saw it. He saw it. I guess I could have played knight f5 there, but then queen g4. That probably doesn't work. Eventually, here's bishop e4. Could have tried bishop e4. Was a better try. Eventually my center will rule. No, it was too much. Alright. 2 all or nothing. Too risky. I'm just taking the challenges in order I get them. Fridays, guys, I don't try to give the subscribers an advantage to encourage new people to come by the stream. So normally I would take like Schieberspieler first because he's our hero. Honorary team captain. Honorary team captain is not playing in the team. You guys, I want to remind you, by the way, we have our team battle on Sunday at 3 o'clock. HTFP, thanks for subscribing to Tier 2. Tier 2. Alright, last time I played something experimental, but I'm working more on D6. JK Linney, yeah, that's an instructive position. In an E6 structure, I think H4 might be legit, but against my E5, it's probably not good there. If anything, you should focus on something more kind of developmental and fundamental than H4 in that position. Looks very early for that. Alright, so this I've played a lot. This London system just makes me sick. I can't complain about it enough. It's extremely boring. White's playing the Caro-Kann with white. So I guess C5 I've played in similar positions. We're looking for the dark squares. He has no dark square bishop. That's the problem with his position. I had almost the exact same game against another player. This is the guy who wanted to play me a rated game, by the way, who drew me. Like, I'm not playing you in a rated game. If you play like a master and you're 1800, thanks, but no thanks. Knight G5, wow. That's a little early. So what is the deal with Knight G5? I mean, I could take on D4 twice. Well, it feels a little greedy, but it's also principled. This is what happens when you watch too many Eric Rosen videos. You start playing like the London system as some sort of attacking system. I mean, I don't think this opening was meant to be played like this, you know, where you're just like attacking without developing your pieces properly and stuff. Alright. I don't see the refutation here. He may have some sort of fantastic computer-like tactic. Bishop takes d4, bishop takes g6, bishop takes c3 check. Pawn takes c3, f takes g, and now like knight e6 or queen d4 or something. I mean, I don't know. But he's used 5 seconds for the whole game. Wanted to play me in rated. No, he's not doing that. There were interesting lines there. But I think he missed it. He missed the boat. My friend Sitash Gabor used to say, missed the bus. He missed the bus. Trying to play bullet chess in 5+3. Not really optimal. Why play 5+3 when you can play bullet? Don't really understand. You could have played like 5 bullet games by now. But the London system isn't really an attacking system. It's just It's all like fake news to sell YouTube videos to teenage kids. It's really just a good beginner opening. King D2. Wow. Okay. I am officially confused. Alright, I'm just going to play for structure. Schieberspieler would be proud of me. We're playing for structural advantage. Where to go? I like this one. I was going to play knight c5 but changed my mind. Yeah, but I mean, you know how to play an opening like the London properly, Schieberspieler. You would play it in a positional way. I think part of the problem is the Jabava effect, where you get these like hyper aggressive, unsound players like Jabava. He's talented, but you know, most of it is like smoke and mirrors. And combining the London with turning it into an attacking system based on the Verisov or something like that. This is weird. Knight takes d3. Well, just bishop e6 maybe. This is one move. Wade is like a complete maniac. It's amazing that you can get away with this. Playing like this. And he still hasn't really like blundered or lost anything. It's kind of crazy. He still hasn't lost any material. It's unbelievable. Isn't that almost unbelievable? It's kind of scary. But this is when chess is 99% tactics. This is the result. When there's no consideration of strategic play. Let's get the rook in the game. Probably add a mate somewhere. Best not to think. Thinking is overrated. Alright. But he still has 3 minutes. So now he still has time left over to play like 2 bullet games. By conserving that time. We have time for, he has time to go play a couple bullet games. Time is money, friend. Alright. Sync them up. Guys, we're welcoming challenges. I've got another 50 minutes to play. Schieberspieler, are you playing in that other tournament you mentioned? What happened to your challenge? Where did Schieberspieler go? He left? I'm disappointed. Schieberspieler has other things to do. Impossible that maybe his internet. Alright, I'm only going to be here for like an hour. I got to leave a little bit early. So this is Jim's game from yesterday's game analysis. No, different, right? You play b3, bishop b2 right away. Alright, we'll see you back in a little bit. Schieberspieler, FIDE Master. Did you, oh, I was trying to ask you, are you going to play in that tournament? Where did you say it was? That starts soon? This is Jim's. We're going to transpose to Jim's line from yesterday. Veszprém. Veszprém is like west of Budapest. It's a county in Hungary and a town. So this is a weird square because you're going to get forked by e5, e4 normally. Veszprém. I was in Veszprém once, probably a long time ago. It's a pretty nice place, I guess. D takes e5. Knight g4 or knight d7 normally. I guess it doesn't matter which way you do it. The meteor showers. Perseid meteor showers. So honestly, this type of line, yeah. Can I take on e5 here? That's an interesting question. I wonder if black can take on e5. I don't see any compensation after bishop takes e5 though. One tempo is not enough. Oh, it's a pretty nice place because you won this tournament 4 years ago. It's a good feeling when you go back to a tournament where you've done well. Your name is on the trophy. Alright, but it's not very fun to play these positions. It ends up being a symmetrical structure again. Very safe for white actually, but this bishop is normally here on e2. Alright, we'll see you soon. I'm starting my own tournament, guys, on the 21st, a week from today. So we're streaming normally till next Friday, but next Friday there will be no stream. And streams will be unpredictable between the 21st and the 29th when I'll be playing. So how do we play this? Knight c6 perhaps? Let's get another piece developed. I mean, equalizing is one thing, but how do you play for a win with black in this type of line? Kramnik fond of these quiet setups. Nakamura. With e3, Jim, our own Jim. Personally, I never like to play this way. Normally, when I was black, if I faced something like this, I would probably play differently. I would probably play like, I played a lot of games here on my stream with like c5, more in a Benoni style. I've also been experimenting with some sort of double fianchetto style stuff. Yeah, this is just a blunder. White loses the exchange. Maybe more. I don't think my bishop can get out after bishop a1. Takes on c8. I'm just going to take this back, and I'm going to win the exchange. We're up a clear exchange. There may be some situations where he sacks his rook on a1 and has some kind of compensation. Like I could get knight e4, knight f6. But I can't believe that's valid here. I mean, anything's possible. He might have an itty bit of compensation. But I have king g7 and sure up f6. It's too much. White played too wildly. There was no reason to do that. You guys are all playing like maniacs. J.K. Linney with h4, sacking a piece. Now sync them up. Sacks an exchange without real justification. Everybody's gone crazy. Why is everybody playing like maniacs? Last game too. You obviously haven't been watching Schieberspieler. There's no reason to play like a maniac. Well, this is a little risky, but yeah, I mean f5, I don't know. Interesting. Tempting me. This is a crazy creative move by white. Knight h4. Totally insane, incorrigible style of play by white. But you also have to adjust the way you play based on who you're playing. I mean, you can't play against a grandmaster the same way you play against a 1700. Or an IM the same way you play against a 2000 player. I mean, I think you can, but I don't think it's optimal. I mean, some people, I guess, just have one style of play. Absolutely, they play the same way against everybody. And if you do, you do, but I don't think that's the optimal way to be. I try to take advantage of styles, playing strength, play differently based on who I'm playing. There are different philosophies about that too. Like, I've heard people say, if you're playing a stronger player, you should go crazy or something. Because why not, you know, roll the dice or whatever. In my experience, that doesn't work for me. Like, you play more crazy, if it's more random, there's more chance of an accident happening or something like that. But frankly, like in chess, you still don't have to resign here. I mean, rook f2. Chess is not like a gambling game. It's not completely over after rook f2. No. You have a very solid position, actually. But I think bishop d3 is a slight mistake. If you go back here, you're not going to see bishop d3 much. 150 games with bishop e2, 19 games with c4, 19 games with knight on bd2, 6 games with bishop d3. Who played this? Krutko. Some random guys. And I know this guy, Jose Candela Perez. I think I bet him or played him in Spain. But it is a very strange place to put the bishop in this line. The bishop is likely to get attacked by e4. It also can get pinned by bishop g4. It's more likely to be attacked by a knight on e5, as happened in the game. Not optimal square. You want to mix it up because last time you played bishop e2. Well, I mean, if you want to mix it up, honestly, you might try something weird like g3. That's not a bad idea. Put the bishop on the long diagonal. But then again, you should probably just play the same position without e3, but g3 instead. That's a favorite of Kramnik. He likes to play. It's like you play g3 and then e3 later. I like that square for the bishop, though. Occasionally you'll see people who even like put the bishop on c4 just to kind of provoke black to play d5 or something. I mean, it's probably not that stupid. White has an extra move. Nakamura, 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 Nakamura. Hikaru seems obsessed with this. But he's playing a lot of b3. That's why. When you play b3, there's only so many things you can follow up with. He's playing a lot of b3 on move 1. Like, you play knight f3, then b3. Normally I play c5 on move 2. Here. Alright guys, we still have time for some more challenges. Schieberspieler left the building. We have 40 minutes left. That's time for like maybe at least 3 more games. So I'm welcoming challenges. I want to remind everybody we have 2 streams on Sunday. Streamer Battle at 3 p.m. And our simul every week on Sundays at 6:30. Thanks to WJ Lou for the donation today. We also had another. Asterbait. HTFP subscribed to tier 2. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. A lone sword. A lone sword. This guy has enough games. Very good. Alright. Playing with white. I don't know. I feel like playing d4 lately. I play everything. d4, knight f3, c4, e4, g3. I like to play everything. This is, I think, a dubious opening. The so-called Marshall defense. If e4, which is very tempting, knight f6, black's position isn't that bad. After e4, knight f6, e5, knight d5, it's kind of like the Queen's Gambit accepted. So the best move is knight f3, threatening to play e4. Sunday simul. Saving your last 100. Save your money. Way to budget. Be a budget guy. Asterbait. Learn from budget guy. I've never seen anyone play f5. This is a very dangerous move for black strategically. This leaves his pawn on e5 kind of backward. Blocks his bishop, so there's some serious positional disadvantages with f5. On the other hand, it stops me from playing e4. His intention is good. It looks like kind of a bad Dutch. How bad is it? That's the question. Oftentimes I played h4, h5 against the Dutch. It's justified here, I think. I've played a lot of different systems against the Dutch defense. One of them involves this. Now we could play h6, but I'm not sure I want to do that or not. Knight g5 is of course also an option. I'm not really worried about this pawn so much. Maybe I should be. Knight g5, bishop g8. This is very similar to another opponent we had today. Strange. Same time management as one of our previous opponents, and about the same rating. There is no time management. You just literally move as fast as you can without thinking. I try to teach people not to do that. To look a little deeper at chess. Chess is not a reality show. Many times positions require great calculation. But I'm not really sure what to do here. My bishop is the question. I don't really want to block it in. I guess I have to play e3 and block it in. I really hate doing this. He can try to take the pawn on h5. It looks dangerous. I don't know if I would play that. I don't think I would play that with black. Yeah, I don't like that. Doesn't look right. Now I have knight g5. I'm undermining his knight on d5. And we have a lot of threats. This looks really bad now. He's just like instantly moving without thinking. My center is super strong. This key defender is gone. And I'm threatening knight e6, knight takes g7 check if he moves his bishop. It looks like white's lost here. White's lost here. I mean black's lost here. Proverbial oof. King f8 might even be safer than that. Do I have any clear win? I don't see it. Positionally, strategically, reminds me of another game we had earlier. Exactly like the other guy. Same time management, same style of play, same rating. It's too much of a coincidence. It's a good move. I'm expecting some tactics from this player. Yeah, that's probably... I could take two. Yeah, I think we're playing the same guy with a different account. Pretty sure. The exact same guy. That's kind of funny. He's got like multiple accounts to challenge me with. He'll have time for 2 more bullet games after this challenge. There's no way it's a coincidence. Come on, guys, you can't keep challenging me with new accounts. Let somebody else play. Oh, there it is, the tactic. We're all waiting for that. I think this G-pawn is pretty fast. Alright, we'll have to make a note. He only gets 1 game per stream, no matter how many accounts he has. Now it's the exact same time use as the last game. Exactly 3 minutes left. The same exact. Schieberspieler. He likes you. Okay. What are we going to play? That's Slav. I'm not letting you take my c-pawn in the Slav. We'll just play the English. And I'm not going to let you take my pawn on c4. I refuse to let you have my c4 pawn. I want to try something else. Oh, what is this? Wait, what is this? What are you doing? You're playing the French? He's playing the French. Okay, I don't know this line too well. I just play it for fun in Blitz. I remember I lost to a Hungarian player once. Some FIDE master, I can't remember his name. Bishop b4 is a good move. That's probably the main line that's recommended, theoretically. Theoretically. This is theoretically the main line. Did you have this game with someone else? Why is this so familiar to me? Man, I think this is booked. But I also feel like I saw you had the similar game with somebody else on our stream. It was a different line, right? Maybe in the viewer tournament you had a game along these lines? Isn't this considered main line? Why can't I play bishop takes c4, rook e8 check, bishop e3, knight g4, that kind of thing? That might even be good for white. I think I can play it. I can play bishop takes c4. Although I think book recommends castles. I'm curious about this. Is this how I got in trouble in an over-the-board game? No. No, I didn't see the Kotzor game. Kotzor Florian. You mean like on the All-Star Arena or a real game over the board? I have the feeling theory recommends castles here, but I'm not sure what happens. Schieberspieler likes to take pawns and hold on to them with bishop e6. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do after that. I'd rather not give him a pawn that he can hold on to. So I was actually hoping, you know, rook e8 check, bishop e3 or something like that. So theoretically, it's like I wasted a tempo. It's a Queen's Gambit accepted, and it may also be a Petrov. In e3, Queen's Gambit accepted, Petrov. Various openings can transpose to the IQP positions. I can't remember the name of the guy I lost to years ago. I was playing for MTK, and I lost to a weaker player playing white in this line. Very upsetting. Let my team down, losing with the white pieces to a low-rated player. That hurts. But it was a bad choice. I never played this line. I don't know what got into me. I've probably played this with black too. No problem at all. The FM Schieberspieler. $2,500 across the board. He played like an IM until the Tuesday tournament, when he truly started to take on FM strength level. Queen d6 is weird. I mean, it's not a weird square, but it is kind of weird with the bishop on b4. I could play like knight b5 or something strange. Doesn't seem right though. That would be... It's an active square for the queen. Is there any way I could take advantage of that bishop? The fact that he hasn't exchanged it, it's pinning nothing. I could just move it away. Joseph Henry Blackburn would play knight e2, allow the pawns to be doubled in front of my king, and then use the g file to attack you. One of the most remarkable ideas I ever saw was a game from the 1800s where Blackburn did that. He like purposely let the other guy double his pawns, isolated double pawns, and then attacking in the French exchange with white. That's the way they used to play the French exchange 100 years ago. They would play the French exchange as an attacking system. You like knight e2? Yeah, I have my doubts about it. I'm still not convinced. But what are my options here? I mean, seriously, I'm in a pin. It's kind of annoying. I could play knight b5, but I don't know what it does. Maybe it does something. Knight b5, and then what? It doesn't seem right. It's not principled. h3, let's weaken my king side. Maybe he just takes the pawn. Well, okay, whatever. He could have taken it last move, too. Bishop f3, queen f3, bishop d4. Sorry, knight d4, queen b7, rook b8. Or knight c2, rook d1. Pawn grabber. He's a pawn grabber. So, well, I think I've got to take this. And then play like queen a6. So what's going on? Queen a6, bishop a6. Any other choices besides queen a6? Anyone? Jim? I don't know why I'm thinking so long here. Seems kind of insane. Sort of weird to think there when your only square is a6. I was previously calculating queen a7, but he didn't give me that option. He's saying he blundered. I thought he liked this position. Structural advantage. Oh. Well, I guess I can play... What? Rook d1? What's the best square? I really don't know if I should go to d1 or e1. I mean d1 or c1. Oh, I see. Man, knight d5, knight d5, rook d5, knight e3. He likes knights. This is kind of a weird choice. Fixing my pawn structure. I just do this on purpose because Schieberspieler likes bishops better than knights. Even though I'm losing a pawn, it'll make him uncomfortable having to have like a knight versus a bishop. Knight e3. I'm the one with a better structure in bishop versus knight. After knight takes e3, it should like torture him psychologically. We have like the kind of position he might like. Now his rook looks stupid on a8. Probably it's close to equal. But I'm not sure. Casual challenges only. I've only got time for 1 or 2 more games. So I got 2 casual there. Don't anybody else challenge me. That's the max games. I've got to leave in about 20-25 minutes. Schieberspieler. We know you like we know you like knights. What should black do here? Knight f6. I'm threatening bishop c4. I guess, sort of. Casual 5+3. Thanks, no problem at all. Knight b4, bishop c4. I mean, this is a really good square for my bishop. He's crying. He's like depressed. Because he likes white's position better than black's. He would like to be white here. Okay, rook b6 is interesting. Rook takes. Or bishop c4. Bishop c4, knight e3. Bishop f7, check. Rook takes d5, rook takes a6. Rook d7. I'm not sure about this. Guess I should keep the bishop on. But I don't know. I mean, I'm active enough here. I should be okay. There's also like rook d1, threatening back rank mate. And so rook b8 doesn't threaten anything. Okay, it's equal-ish. Objectively, it's probably a draw. But that doesn't mean it's easy draw. My rook is in a good position. I mean, good and bad. It's blocking the pawn, but it is active. He's trying to play for f5. I was wondering if I should have played rook f4 in the first place instead of rook f3. Whoa. Rook takes. Rook on the 7th? No. Technical endgame. I mean, theoretically, I should hang on to the A pawn, I guess. But it's a draw with good technique. Still, it's possible to lose. Maybe it's not that simple, actually. I guess it's fairly simple. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make progress without dropping my G pawn. Alright, it's a draw. It's a draw. Good game, I guess. I'm just kind of curious about the opening. Is this really bad? Bishop e2 is main line. D takes c4 is main line. Oh, so it's actually the main line. In the old days, I thought you're supposed to castle. I thought this was considered the main move. But I wasn't sure about bishop e6. This is my problem. I don't know. Farago Ivan, 1998. Yeah, I could have played bishop c4 and knight f6 for you. Yeah, if I had more time, I would try to play a more complicated endgame there. You're right, Schieberspieler. Of course. You're an expert. Seriously, he's an expert in bishop versus knight. The modern Bobby Fischer. Bishop versus knight endgames specialist. If I had more time, I would go for it. But I was like, you know, concerned about flagging, as usual. I'm slow. After exchanging, I have no losing chances. Too conservative. Alright guys, last two games. I'm going to play, I think, this player too. Last two games for today. Thanks, Schieberspieler, for being a good sport. Playing us here on the stream. It's good to have a strong player. I like the Flormekiness variation for white, this e4. This is the most fun English variation, English opening. The most fun English opening line, I believe. We had some games recently with c5. Some gambit games with c5. Yeah. When I was young, I used to play f4. It's a move, actually. This is worth looking at. Reverse of what black does. The opposite of this, the reverse of this, is very popular at the highest levels. Yeah, that's funny, Schieberspieler. I didn't really know if the way I played that was considered to be the right way. The older books I studied considered like not taking on c4 right away. So this is a weird move. What's that about? Wow. What is that about? Knight b5. Knight b5. Huh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Maybe I'm supposed to just play f4. Wow. I don't know. I don't see that knight b5 is that clear. So we're playing it like a French. He could take the pawn, he should take the pawn. I mean, yeah, I should say that, I'm sorry. So this is the main line. Knight takes e5. He just doesn't know it. He just didn't know the variation, that's all. Although, of course, you should take the pawn in general. Famously, that line was played in the World Championship between Karpov. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't World Championship, but it was played in the late '80s in a very famous game between Karpov and Kasparov. I guess it may have not been in the World Championship match actually, but another tournament. This gambit variation. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5, and I was playing knight b5. No, I was playing bishop f4 lately, but that's not so good. After knight takes e5, the best move is knight b5, as played by Kasparov. For some reason, I was playing bishop f4 in some recent games. It's not so hot. Okay, so speaking not so hot, the knight is not so hot on g6. But I suppose this isn't that bad for black. Knight b5, another way to sack a pawn. Bob's Saccaponda. Knight b5, pawn takes e5, queen d8 check, king d8. White has a raging initiative. I mean, I guess we're here to sacrifice pawns, right? We might as well do it again. I came to sack pawns. More alike, but more, a little more better. More better. For me, this looks like Gamora except for c4, of course. Blanking castle queenside, you don't see that in the Mora gambit. So I'm sacrificing a pawn here as well. Maybe I have enough compensation, but not more. I thought it would be fun. He doesn't take it, but now he's lost. He has to take it. I guess I'm not even really sacrificing a pawn because his a7 might be hanging, but I had no intention of taking that pawn. I was going to play like takes queen, king takes, castles queenside check, bishop d7. But now black should be really, well, he's just lost, actually. I think. Does he have a6? No. Bishop h4, g3. Black's just lost now. Not a good opening. Fortuna chess coach? Wow. Fortuna chess coach rating with a party of 26. Cheers, man. Wow. Thanks for the raid. We gotta get you a raid one of these days. I'm always getting raided, but I never raid anyone because there's never anyone streaming when I leave. What's up, man? There's never anyone streaming when anyone here when I'm quitting just to raid. Yeah, exactly. I gotta raid the Russian streamers and stuff. Queen takes d6. We're just winning. Alright, guys. Last game for today. Thanks, Fortuna chess coach. Long time no see. I don't think I've seen you since before my vacation. But I gotta leave early, guys. Important. Oh no. Please, not to run the system again. Damn. This is ridiculous. It's the only thing anyone plays. You could understand if it was like an exciting opening or something. But it's anything but exciting. I don't get it. Like, why does everyone play this? Bishop g3 right away is an interesting move order. No one's ever played that against me. Weird. That is really weird. I don't quite know what to do. Original. Huh. The attempt to refute it would be bishop h4. That might bring back bad memories for Schieberspieler. Bishop h4 in the early opening. He's not even winning a pawn with that move. Alright, I guess we'll take it. It's exactly like the other game. No. Maybe it's that guy's third account. But he was from Turkey. This player is from Morocco. I'm sorry, I was teasing you about your DK guy position. With bishop g5, bishop h4. It takes a lot of time to get the bishop over there. No, I mean seriously, bishop h4. Could that be the critical test? Now white's playing very solidly, which is appropriate for this type position. I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm not quite sure. White's not declaring what he's going to do. He could castle either side. Alright, I guess I should castle. It's a little early to commit though. We'll play a waiting move. Usually my default waiting plan is to like castle later and play rook b8, a6. When you castle, I'll castle. Bishop d3 is a painful memory. Yeah, I mean this is not normally a great square because it's likely to get attacked. I mean I guess I should play b5. Really, really solid play by white. Slav reversed kind of thing going on here. But I'll castle. At least I know he's not castling queenside. They tried to do that in London. Why not play e4 if you want to castle queenside? Just learn to play e4 and some aggressive opposite side castling opening system. The Verisov London, very popular now, but I think it's not that great. So guys, next stream Sunday. We have dual streams on Sunday. You can join our Panda and Horses Club. I can't believe Gadakamsky makes the London system look wild. And he plays it in a kind of traditional way, doesn't he? He played my friend Bokrosh Albert and beat him in like European. No, I don't know what it was actually. He beat Bokrosh somewhere playing that boring London system, but in a very, very standard way. He didn't do anything crazy at all. It was just a totally, absolutely standard style of system. So e4. Well, I don't know. The bishop pair is good. White seems to not like the idea of castling as well. A lot of people think the H file is a big deal. Probably not now. I'm getting ready to castle. No, d5 is principled. Weird Benoni. Alright, I'm out of here, man. Do what you want. I'm ready to play e6. Do what you want. I'm going to open up the center. We know he's not castling queenside. I could have played c4, but it gives away the d4 square. It might have been good anyway, though. Maybe objectively this is good anyway. Even if I give him d4. Fortuna Chess Coach again, thanks for the raid, man. Fortuna's been very supportive of our stream. Alright. Well, I don't know. This doesn't look objectively sound for white. He's never going to mate me on h8 with a dark square bishop on g7 if he tries anything crazy there. What I want to do is, what I wanted to do was open up the center. So e6, take, knight f4, knight e5. It could get a little sharp here, but I still think I need to do this. Wow, Schieberspieler encouraging everyone to play for the Pandas on Sunday. Thanks, man. He redeemed to highlight my message. Schieberspieler is going to be... He's going to be busy, probably. Thank you. Thank you for the support, Schieberspieler. 1,500, wow. It's a serious 1,500. So we had to play kind of dynamically here. I don't know how long white can go, leaving his king in the center of the board. This game's starting to open up. But I feel like everyone is being lied to by these people who advocate the London system as an aggressive system for white. They're lying to you. The London system is fake news. Don't believe the hype. Black is pretty dynamic here. No, his d3 knight was hanging. I mean, knight, whatever that is, pawn. The pawn on d3 was hanging. He didn't have time to play knight takes e6. So that's the point. Now I'm ready for like here, d5. d5 right away. Opens up to c2. Interesting question. Yeah, I'd probably go here first. Now that's... Yeah, now he wants to castle, understandably. Very solid play by white. He didn't play like a maniac with the castling queenside routine that you see sometimes. He still played in a kind of controlled way. So now what? Undermining my g6 pawn? I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. Still, maybe white has some counter chances. Kirkin says, I like the London, but new to chess, it's easy to understand. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very reasonable as like a first opening. Solid. I'm a little worried about my d6 pawn. So I guess I'm cashing in here. It's not bad for 1,500. Maybe I can grind him down with an extra pawn here. Hopefully. My position is pretty fundamentally reasonable. He had a nice try there with e5, but it could be very double-edged with the long diagonal. He's 1,800 in rapid, actually. 1,300 in bullet. Not a bullet player, supposedly. Okay, I mean, it's clearly better for black. Jesus. Bishop e4 instantly. found that. Wow, 1300 in bullet. Spots that tactic pretty quick. That is impressive, man. I should have played rook f7. Now he blunders. Now he blunders with that. He saw bishop e4. It's a nice idea. It's just too much. That pawn was too critical. f2. I can play d4 there. Probably I should play d4 instead of waiting around. This is stupid. I have to play this. I should try to play it immediately. So, yeah. If he could trade both rooks, would he have chances to draw down 2 pawns in the bishop endgame? Possibly. Possibly, yes. But now it's too much. I am not going to do that. Yeah. Obviously I could take. The clapper. Caught in the clapper. So, London system. The London system is out of business. The London system and the Smith-Morra. I think the Smith-Morra is better, but I hate them both. Anyway, guys, it was fun. Thank you for the Blitz challenges. I gotta go. Thanks to Fortuna Chess Coach for the raid, and thanks to Schieberspieler. Thanks to everybody, all of you guys, for being part of my stream. I gotta leave a little early today. I'm busy, so tomorrow's my day off. We're gonna be streaming Sunday 2 streams. Team Battle at 3 o'clock Central European Summertime, and 6:30 is 25 board simul every Sunday in the evening. What's a good choice versus d4? Something that's solid with attacking options. Oof, the solid tripped me up. I wanted to say the Budapest Gambit, no problem at all. When you said solid, you totally ruined it. Solid with attacking options in 3-0 Blitz. Probably the I don't know. I think solid with attacking options. They're sort of mutually exclusive. Alright guys, I will see you later. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. From the Pond and myself. Join us for the team battle on Sunday. Thanks guys.
Hey, I'm solid. What do you think? What would I play? Bye bye guys. Have a great weekend. See you Sunday. Bye bye.